This is the MGM 1 month overview reading for August 2022. It's currently August 1st, 2022, 10:01 p.m. That's Eastern Time. So the overall theme and behavior for August, this is actually a pretty bullish month, guys. On the 1 year overview, looks like just the beginning of the month is a big push to the upside, and the rest of the month there's a decline. But here it's looking quite like there's a big move. Now there's a unicursal hexagram on the 1 year as well. So there's a trade opportunity early, although I think this fast sudden move higher actually lasts through the end of the month. And the reason why is because we've got that unicursal, right? On the 1 month we've got the unicursal here as well. It's crossing the Ace of Wands card, so Ace of Wands correlations appear here towards the end of the month. We have a big bullish theme card. We have a cross with a resistance level. We have a big bullish card out of oversold territory on RSI. There's a big move to the upside out of the low for the month. And there's a big move to the upside, pushing the upper end of a range higher to create the high for the month. So this is a really bullish month for MGM, guys. But on the grand scheme of things, like over the next 10 years, definitely want to be owning MGM. It's my #1 pick. This is a good year to pick lows to jump in, right? There's a lot of lows, and I don't think we've seen the lowest lows. We see lows at the end of the year, and my sense is that the best time for me to hop in to MGM and buy more shares is going to be around the early. It's going to be around the lows of November, in early to late. It's somewhere in November. It looks like there's a steep decline early in November. In the midst of that, that's where I'm looking to get in on MGM. So in the meantime, if I'm concerned with my position, what I'd likely be doing is opening up puts to protect against long positions. Not selling them, but opening up puts to protect against them. And that's what I would do for MGM, my favorite stock. It has been since 2020 when I first predicted it. It was at $14. It went down to $10. I predicted it at 14. Was a screaming buy, one of the best stocks to own for the next 10 years. That was in 2020. All right, guys. So early in the month, we start out the month with some sideways volatility, sideways opportunity to open up positions in both directions or play both sides of the market here. There's a swing trade opportunity, so an opportunity to open up a position here around an important technical level. And then we go into a decline around the second. There's one local high. By local high, what I mean is on a 1 day chart of the second, there'll be one prominent high that stands out. And this local high, we attempt to establish a support level around this local high, and then we break down through multiple support levels. Around the third, we have we have a fast sudden move higher marking the end of a period of decline, we have a fast sudden move higher marking the end of a period of volatility. And there's one local high, one local low for the third. Local high involves attempt to establish support. The local low involves an agreement between two leaders, possibly a merger of some kind. And it looks like there's likely, I've been advised not to believe spoken lies on the third. So something coming, some sort of news maybe come out around the third there. On the fourth, we have a prominent high, or our month's first high for the month of August. There's one local high there, and it involves a sharp drop to a prominent crest on a 1 day chart, or prominent trough on a 1 day chart. It looks like we have a trough at the end of the day, but overall the behavior around the fourth is going to be a breakdown to and through a support level, need a second support level, bouncing around that sideways for a bit, and then we break down through multiple support levels. On the fifth, there's one local high, one local low that forms at the bottom of a range. And we have a big move to the upside, followed by a full retracement of that big move higher all the way back down to where it started. On the 8th, it's possible On the 8th, it's possible we gap up over the weekend, but on the 8th, we have the halting of a bullish trend marked by a significant decline through an important support level. On the 9th, we have the completion of a bullish trend, 2 local highs, and a swing trade opportunity. Swing trade opportunity takes place near an important technical level, and the 2 local highs, one forms in the midst of 3 crisscrosses back and forth through the same price level, confirming a bullish trend, and the other one when we attempt to establish support at a high. Around the 10th, there's a cash out opportunity. Looks like we have a trough. So might want to buy protection on the 9th. On the 10th, there's an important trough early in the morning, it looks like. Trade opportunity around important technical level. Same thing going on with 2 local highs. One around crisscross 3 times through the same price level, confirming a bullish trend. The other one when we attempt to establish support around a high. And then there's one local low that involves an agreement between 2 leaders or a merger of some kind. Around the 11th, fast sudden move higher. I'm advised to buy protection at the end of the 11th or early on the 12th. On the 12th, I see sideways rotation increasing with bullish sentiment and momentum as we move forward into the day. There's one local high when we attempt to establish support around the high, and there's a swing trade opportunity around an important technical level. Looks like a bullish trend is cooling towards when we get into the 12th. There's a bullish trend that's cooling. It's possible we have another crest here on the 9th. In the midst of that bullish. I don't think so, actually. On the 15th, we have sideways rotation along an important support level, and it ends with a fast sudden move to the upside. There's one local high, so on a one-day chart of the 15th, there'll be one prominent high that stands out. It's an opportunity to open up protection. That much is clear. It's correlated to the Ace of Wands energy, which is crossed with the unicursal. So opportunity to open up protection. And we have 2 trade opportunities, so possibly a day trade in there, or the closing of a swing trade and the opening of another one. But there's one local low that forms when we revisit past problems, and there's a flight to safety. One of the trade opportunities on the 15th, it takes place in the midst of a rally, and it's an opportunity to open up protection. The other trade involves a notable move to the upside with the beginning of a rally, it looks like. And then we have a kind of like a blurred correlation going on here around the 16th. We have a high and a low, so we should see a prominent crest and a prominent trough somewhere within a few days of the 16th. But we have a decline on the 16th that increases with momentum moving into the day. And one local high that we have a sharp decline out of. So we likely have an important trough and an important crest within a few days of the 16th. There's a swing trade opportunity on the 17th. If it takes place near a key technical level, it's the same key. It may be the same key technical level, but hard to say from just this 1 month overview. In any case, there's a failed attempt to break through key resistance, followed by a decline through a key support level around the 17th. Around the 18th, we have a breakdown to and through a support level, and then usually from like some sort of minor crest, there's a breakdown to and through a support level, and then we rise back up and reuse that support level as support. There's a swing trade opportunity in the midst of a rally. It's opportunity to open up protection or short position. There's one local high on the 18th that forms in the midst of a big move to the upside, and that's that opportunity to open up protection. There's one local low, so on a one-day chart of the 18th, we should see one prominent low. And it takes place when we have a move higher through support, through resistance. We stay there briefly, and then we break down through that same price level shortly thereafter. Around the 19th, we have 2 local highs and 2 local lows, one swing trade opportunity. And the swing trade opportunity takes place in the midst of a rally to the upside. It's an opportunity to open up short position or protect against long positions in the midst of that rally into one of the local highs. The other local high forms when we attempt to establish support at the high. One of the local lows on the 19th involves an agreement between two leaders or a merger of some kind, and the other local low involves a move higher through resistance, followed by a move back down through that same price level shortly thereafter. And overall, around the 19th, we're going to see between a horizontal resistance and a horizontal support, we should see a sideways S formation, so like a decline, an incline, and a decline, and they touch the resistance and the support. Each of them does that. On the 22nd, we have a correlation to the crossing card for the card that crosses the theme, or the peace card. So we should have an important resistance level highlighted here on the 22nd, from which there's 3 pokes through it and then a sharp decline after that third poke. We have a low correlation for a month's low here on the 22nd, and very likely this is a prominent trough, not necessarily a month's low, based on the fact that this is such a bullish reading in general. Chances are it's a month's trough, and we have a big move, so we probably have a gap down over the weekend of the 19th into the 22nd, because we have a big move out of that month's trough from oversold territory or from a gap down of some sort. On the 23rd, we have one local low, one local high. The local low forms when we attempt to establish support near high. The local low involves an agreement between two leaders or a merger of some kind, and then towards the end of the day, we have a big move off of the low. Big move. A lot of ground is covered towards the end of the day or overnight into the 24th. On the 24th, we have a rally that increases with momentum moving into the day. That rally probably continues into the 26th based on what I'm seeing. There's 2 swing trade opportunities there on the 25th. One that forms when we have a big move to the upside, and it offers an opportunity to open up a short position or protect against long positions. And then the other opportunity opens at the beginning of a rally. It's a big move to the upside, pushing the upper end of a range, and at the start of a rally there. On the 26th, we have a correlation to a month's high. We very likely have a month's high here. This is most likely the high for the month around the 26th, based on the correlations to the Ace of Wands, and what I'm seeing here. A correlation to the Death card there. So a sharp drop off of this month's crest or high here. There's a rally along diagonal trend line, probably continuing from the 25th. Rally along a diagonal trend line, finishing or completing with a fast sudden move higher that marks the end of that rally, and then it breaks down through that diagonal trend line with increasing volatility on the way down. Around the 29th, we have bullish price swings, 2 local highs and a swing trade opportunity. Swing trade opportunity near an important technical level. One of the local highs that forms on the 29th will form when we have 3 crisscrosses through the same price level, confirming a bullish trend. The other local high will form when we attempt to establish support near high. On the 30th, we have a notable move to the upside. It'll stand out on a 1-day chart, on a 1-month chart. There's one local low that forms when we revisit past problems, and there's a flight to safety. There's one local high that forms in the midst of a rally, and it's an opportunity to open up a short position or protect against long positions. Again, on the 31st, another opportunity near the local high to open up protection or short position or protect against long positions. There's one local low that forms involving a move higher through resistance, and then shortly thereafter a breakdown through that same price level. And that's August for MGM, guys. The sneak preview for the following month is a move higher through resistance, followed by briefly thereafter a full retracement of that move higher through resistance, but it'll be a move back down, the full retracement of it through that same price level. Notable decline from a crest we'll see early in September. And that's MGM for August 2022. Guys, if you want to see more of that, hit that like button. If you're on TikTok, guys, hit that subscribe button or that follow button if you want to see more free predictions. We're doing them all the time. We have a 98% average accuracy. It means the majority of our readings are 100% accurate. That's right, 100% accurate. We don't see everything, but what we do see, 98% average accuracy, my friends. So follow us if you haven't. Check us out on our YouTube channel, Tarot for Traders, not with the number 4, but with the word FOR, and you'll get some good predictions regularly there. And most importantly, guys, support us, Approveb on Cash App. If when you make that money from this reading, pay a little bit of it forward, keep that money flowing, help people. Pay a little bit of that money backwards, pay some gratitude to where it came from, so you get more of it. And then the rest of that, take it and do whatever you want with it, whatever you need to be doing with it, because it just do it out of love. And when you do that, the universe will shower you in all directions with good karma. I'll see you on the next one, my friends.